Once upon a time, there was a young man who lived in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows. This young man had always felt a deep connection to horses, their strength, their grace, their untamed spirit. Every day he would watch them galloping freely in the fields, their mane flowing in the wind, their hooves pounding against the earth. And every day his heart longed to join them, to become one with these majestic creatures and run wild and free. As he grew older, his fascination with horses only intensified. He spent hours at the local stables, grooming and feeding the horses, listening to the rhythmic sound of their breathing, feeling their powerful muscles ripple beneath his touch. But no matter how close he got to them, he knew deep down that he was different, that he was not truly one of them. One night, as he lay under the starlit sky, a wild idea took hold of his heart. What if he could become a horse himself? What if he could shed his human form and run with the herd, feeling the wind in his mane, the earth thundering beneath his hooves? The thought filled him with a sense of longing so strong it felt like a physical ache in his chest. Driven by a newfound sense of purpose, the young man sought out the village wise woman, a mysterious figure said to possess knowledge of the ancient ways. He begged her to help him fulfill his wildest dream, to transform into a horse and roam the countryside with his equine brethren. The wise woman regarded him with piercing eyes, as if searching his soul for hidden truths. After a long silence, she finally spoke, her voice low and melodious. She told him that his wish was not an easy one, that the path to transformation was filled with trials and sacrifices. But the young man's resolve never wavered. He was willing to do whatever it took to become one with the horses he so admired. And so, under the watchful gaze of the wise woman, the young man began his transformation. He immersed himself in the ways of the horses, learning their language, their customs, their ways of being. He ran with them in the fields, his heart beating in time with theirs, his spirit soaring with each thundering hoofbeat. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The young man endured hardships and challenges he had never imagined. But through it all, his determination never faltered. And then, one fateful night, as the moon rose high in the sky and the stars blinked down like celestial eyes, a miracle happened. The young man felt a strange sensation coursing through his body, a tingling warmth that seemed to melt away his human form, and in its place emerged a creature of pure grace and power, a horse, with a gleaming coat of midnight black and eyes that shone like polished onyx. Overwhelmed with joy and wonder, the young man, now a horse, joined the herd in a wild, exuberant dance. They galloped together under the moonlight, their joyful whinnies echoing through the night, their spirits soaring free and unbound. And so, the once young man who had dreamed of becoming a horse had finally realized his deepest desire. He had shed his human skin and embraced the untamed spirit of the wild. And as he ran with his newfound brethren, he knew that he had found his true home, his true self, in the boundless freedom of the open fields.